Hello, everybody. It's Monday. Sorry, I was waiting for people to join and it's just not happening. Oh my gosh. It's going to be one of them kind of days, I think. It is what it is. People got stuff to do. A lot of times, and I even do this too whenever Valerie goes on her visits. Sometimes it's a good break for us too, but where you get up and you don't have to do anything, and maybe you don't even feel like you need to work or anything. Hi, Karen and Liz and Hank. See, my girls are here. Good morning to you, ladies. Hey, Liz, look what I was sporting this morning with my coffee. I really, really, really like them. I like both of them. It's hot. Hot, hot, hot. So this is, sorry, my glasses are not working right now. So you might see me going like this. Yeah, people got stuff to do, hanging out with their families, all that good stuff, So I understand. It's whatever. I'd like to see everybody come in with me, especially people who aren't here that often. Everybody's got the link. If you don't have the link, let me know. Well, hello there, Mr. Sadie and Cindy. It's good to see you guys. Yeah, that's one thing that I have to do whenever I get off of here is I need to make an eye doctor appointment so that I can see, because it's real. I mean, I can see, like, if I hold it far away, I can see, out of, well, kind of. It's still a little bit blurry. So it may be like a medical situation, but my doctor just changed my sugar meds, and my sugar's actually been doing really well. So I wouldn't think that it would be that, because I know that high blood pressure and stuff like that can also make you have like blurred vision. But so I don't know. I'm on a blood pressure medication, and so I just don't know. That's for them to find out, huh? That's good to see y'all. Hi, Kelly, Joanne. Good to see you, girls. So how was the weekend for everybody? Since it's Monday, I had a really good sale last night. Super good. $150 for a 10-karat gold engravable bracelet. You can, it has a dangling heart, and you can engrave that. I don't know where Todd's at, or Lori, or Nikki, or anybody. I don't know where anybody's at. I'm all by myself. Hi, Anissa. I'm not all by myself. You guys are with me. It's just, it's good to have people to bounce off of for conversation, and It's it's not super hard to, just read the chat, but when you can't freaking read or you're reading through your freaking bifocals. Yeah. Hey, Bumcrack, you can't say that because I can see farther away. Like if I hold it out here, I'm good, but all right, I can't say I'm good. It's better than if it's up close, which it never used to be like that. It used to be like up close I was better. And I don't know. I can never get the nearsighted or farsighted right. I'd always mess it up. So I don't know what I am now. I think it changed somehow. Oh, good, Shirley. I'm glad you're here. Come on this with me, Bumcrack. Come on. Come on. You can come out. Come out, come out. Just come out with your voice. You don't have to even turn your camera on. Oh, cheesecake in your Instant Pot. See, I bought some dishes that will fit in. No, it's not. Is it Instant Pot? No, mine's an air fryer. But I have like Instant Pot kind of thing too. Come on. Come on. I'm calling you out, Bumcrack. Come on. Oh, that peanut butter chocolate chip cheesecake. Oh, this sounds so good. Hi, Joanna. Glad you could make it, girl. Hope you're doing good today. Oh no, Liz is trying to find an Alf puppet. She just listed it and she doesn't know how she managed to lose it already. I've done that. Like I put it in like usually I'll keep a basket or a box or something right next to my listing table. And so whenever it's listed, it goes in that box and then eventually it'll go in the eBay room and get all sorted and everything. So I've done that to where, it's been at the bottom of that box and I just so funny. Bumcrack, come on, we'll figure it out. We may have to spell out some stuff. Me and Bumcrack, we have our own different language because if I can't understand him, I make him spell it. Oh, peppermint Oreo cheesecake. You guys are killing me. My boss, she made a bunch of stuff and I have it on my desk, but I'm trying to like just, nibble on a little bit at a time, but like she made these like stick things that I think they're probably pretzel sticks and they're like in a little decorative bag, but they're one's coated in chocolate, one's coated in like white chocolate. And she made these pretzels that have like Rolos on top. And then she made like it's called crack. And it's just a whole bunch of stuff like Chex Mix and just bugles and all kinds of stuff. And then they're like Muddy Buddies kind of. Ooh, strawberry cheesecake. I love cheesecake. Really any kind. I'm not really. She gone now, not the wife, the cheesecake. You guys are hilarious. Hilarious, I tell you. Oh no, Kelly says, I shipped someone the wrong scarf on Saturday, figured it out yesterday. So I contacted them and let them know and shipped out the correct one today. Oh, that's good. Tara, it says that you need to connect your mic or your camera before I can click on you. I don't know if you can hear me or not. There you are. Maybe. There you are.
Hi, Sally. Merry Christmas.
Hi, how you doing?
Pretty good. I gotta turn this mic down. It's loud. Where do I do that?
I haven't a long time.
I know. I've been busy, you know. Jim's.
Oh yeah.
You know, I think I told you Jim's family moved here, so we had to move them. We helped move them up here from Florida, and then, you know, that was around Thanksgiving. And then I really been working because when I was gone for that time, I mean, I wasn't making much money, so I
Yeah.
thought I better, you know, try to make some more money.
I didn't know that they already moved up there. I thought they were planning on it, but I didn't know that they were already moved.
Nope, they're here. They came here right before Thanksgiving. They had bought the house a couple months earlier, but they had to wrap up their stuff in Florida and sell the house down there, and now they're here. So
awesome.
So that's what we've
I'm
been
sure
doing.
that's nice having family there, you know.
Yeah, and I think it's good for them too. You know, Jim's
There's
dad.
a pond there.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I know how it is. It's like, you know, you kind of like it, but yeah.
Oh, I don't mind. They're easy to get along with, so
that's good.
Yeah, they can pretty much stay to themselves. They're pretty easy.
Yeah. Do they live in the same town as you?
Yeah, they live like 10 minutes down the road from me, maybe about 8 miles.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yep. No, I drive by their house almost every day.
And is that Jim's sister?
His sister and his mother, his dad and his brother-in-law. His dad passed away about almost a year ago now.
Right.
Yeah. So, yep. No, I keep increasing the population of Kentucky. I said I was going to move here, and then people moved here before me and then followed me here too.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like it's you know, pretty the weather's pretty, you know, tolerable and
I mean, like compared to northern Wisconsin, yeah. I mean, like yesterday, I mean, I wouldn't be out there all day, but I mean, I could go outside in a t-shirt, you know.
Oh wow.
Or in northern Wisconsin, it was like I think it's already been down to the single digits there at night. So.
Oh yeah.
There's no snow up there, but there's no snow here. I mean, we had like maybe a snowstorm about 3 weeks ago, and you had like an inch of snow on the ground, and then the next day it's pretty much all gone. You can see it, but then it'll be gone in a day or two. You get more rain here though.
Joanne wants to know where you're at in Kentucky. She
Right
says that visit Bowling.
Oh, Bowling Green.
Oh, Bowling Green, yeah.
Yeah, Bowling Green's probably almost 2 hours away from me. I'm kind of right in the middle of Kentucky.
Yeah, I want to visit there and see if it's, you know, if it's something that I would like. I don't know if I want to go.
I don't grow my own hay. A friend of mine grows hay, and I didn't really want to do it because I'm getting old, but she conned me into helping her bale the hay and then split the hay with me. So I did do that with her, but I could just as soon go buy my own hay too, because it's a lot of work and I'm getting old.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's probably a lot of work.
Yeah, and it's always when it's hot out. I like it here. I mean, like, and I can only compare to where I lived in northern Wisconsin. My cost of living is a lot cheaper here than when I lived up north. So that
doesn't make sense to me. That doesn't make sense to me. You would think it would be better here, you know, or up here, you know.
I don't know. Well, I can tell you, like, my property taxes. Here's an example. I mean, up north, I was paying like around $3,000 a year, which isn't, I guess, in other parts of the country, they'd be like, oh, $3,000, that's nothing. Down here, I'm paying like $500.
Wow.
So, my electric bill, like, so it's December in Eagle River. I mean, I'd be probably getting, of course, my natural gas and my electric would be on the same bill. So I would be between, depending how cold it was up there, I would say between $300 to $380 a month, and down here I'm around $100 a month.
Yeah.
So and the groceries are cheaper, I could tell you. But I also lived in a tourist town, so they also kind of jack the prices up, I think, because of that. But I don't
Yeah.
know. It is cheaper here for me living here.
Yeah. I mean, I compare everything to California, it seems like.
Oh,
And so,
sure. Yeah, in California. I mean, yeah, Wisconsin. You'd be like, oh my God, $3,000 a year in property tax? That's nothing. Yeah, if you're used to
mhm,
California. But
yeah. Yeah. I know it's crazy to think, though, that it would be cheaper there. You would think, with, how the weather is and everything like that. Like here, people, people um don't really like it, that it's cold and everything, and most people will, go down south for the winter or whatever.
yeah,
And but to I don't know, to live here year round, it's just a lot for people, it seems like.
yeah,
And
yeah.
not just me. I mean, it is for a lot for me, but it's a lot for a lot of people.
Yeah, I would say our heat bill, which was on this because we had natural gas, was on the same bill as our power bill. I would be in
Mhm.
the $300 to $400 range a month for the winter months.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
granted, stuff like because I have horses, so I have to have water tank heaters out to keep the water tanks open. So that like sends the electric meter into outer space when you're running all that kind of
Oh,
stuff.
I'm sure.
Yeah, so that way it is easier. And like I said, I could pass out outside and I won't freeze to death. We're up north, you could freeze to death.
Mhm. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, today's the first day of winter, but we've had snow on the ground for almost a week now.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it just barely snowed and stayed, because we got like probably like 10 or 12 inches,
Oof.
and it won't, it's not letting up now. It snows, almost every other day, it seems like. And we had this last time that it snowed, it was rain, and then it froze, and then we had freezing rain, and then it snowed. Well, it took down so many freaking trees.
Yeah.
It was a really bad storm.
Yeah.
We had a whole lot of people around here without power.
Jim's turned into a huge wimp. It'll be like because at night we've been getting a frost. So sometimes it'll be like, let's say at 9 o'clock, it'll be like 40 degrees. And he's out there with his heavy Carhartt and his fur cap on. He's like, oh, it's so cold out. I'm like, get out of here. If you still lived up in northern Wisconsin, this would be like, oh my God, I can't believe it's 40 degrees and it's December. Yeah, so
Mhm.
he's totally acclimated to it. He's like, oh, it's so cold out,
Oh
Anyway,
my gosh.
yeah. I liked the time I lived up in Wisconsin. Don't get me wrong, I didn't hate it, but I was ready to go do something different. And I do like it down
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
So anyway.
I'm at that point too, to where I'm like, I think I might have another 2 years left in me here, but
I think it's like the older you get, and not that I feel like I'm an old lady. It's like I just don't deal with the real cold weather. Like when I was young, I'd be like, it's cold. Who cares? Put a jacket on. Don't be such a wimp. But now
yeah,
it's like, well, why? I could just go somewhere where it isn't as cold. Anyway.
yeah, yeah. I'm wimpy, if that's what you want to call it too. I just I freeze anyways, and it seems
Yeah.
like I'm just when in the wintertime, it just gets down to my freaking bones, and I feel every bit of it.
Yeah.
Joanna says it was 44 yesterday, and I was getting uh
She was mucking the horse poop.
yeah. It's like, what? Mucking the horse poop
Yeah,
yesterday.
she was picking up horse apples.
Oh, So how's Brandon doing?
He's doing good. He's in virtual school, you know. Well, now it's Christmas break, so I guess why do they
Yeah.
need Christmas break if they don't go to school? But all right, whatever. Anyway.
So that he hasn't been in school this whole time?
Well, okay, so school for him started like around August 15th. So the first month they were virtual.
Mm-hmm.
And then you could go back to school if you chose to. And we chose for him to go back to school. So then he went to school for 4 days a week for maybe 2 or 3 weeks. And
Yeah.
then the governor freaked out. And then they went to school for 2 days a week. And then they shut the schools down. So they went back to virtual learning. But now they only virtual learn 2 days a week, which I'm like, why, if they are virtual learning, why don't they do it 4 days a week? But they only do it 2 days a week. And now he might go back to school, I think January 4th, depending on what the governor says. But
Yeah.
I tell you the truth, I would be shocked because, like, the county I live in, this Taylor County, they like put these things up. We're in a critical red zone for COVID. That sounds really bad, doesn't it? We're in a critical red zone for COVID.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the population of the county is like 30,000. And I think we have like 115 cases of COVID. And that puts us
Oh,
in a critical red zone. Anyway, that's not, I don't, is that like 1%? Not even, I don't think. Anyway, but so I don't know. We'll see what happens.
I
He's
mean,
getting, he's getting pretty much
115
straight
cases.
A's. He's pretty much getting straight A's. But I mean, right now, because like sometimes when he's in his thing, he does in the living room, I'll overhear him. He'll be the only kid participating in the class. I think I think that helps too, because they just can't. They're like, if you guys don't, we're going to have it where you guys are actually on camera and not your avatars, and nobody's answering anything because there's no kids there. They just turn their avatar on and go do whatever they want to do. Or, you know, that little clip art picture, you know, like I got right now. Anyway.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So, I mean, I feel bad because, I mean, what the heck's going to happen with these kids? I mean, he's a sixth grader and he's doing good. But I can tell you this, if this would have been me when I was in sixth grade, I'd have been like, oh yeah, whatever, F school. My mom was in work all day, so what the heck's she gonna do to, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'd
really.
be really blowing it off. I'm glad he's not like I was when I was a kid, but
Right.
I don't know. You're gonna have kids that are really gonna be behind because of this. It's
Right.
not.
And they're gonna have to end up repeating or something,
Yeah.
to catch up.
I mean, they can't even do, you know, like do like those testing and stuff to see if your kid is on track and that. I don't even know
Right.
how you can do that really. I mean, he's
Yeah.
doing good. I'm really proud of him. He got all A's and one B. He gets
Wow.
better grades than when I was a kid, but I feel bad for like kids that maybe need more help in that.
Oh wow. Anissa says hers are in 6-2 and they're learning nothing. It's a joke. And she says they aren't repeating, they're passing them.
Yeah.
And they're going to be passing kids that are illiterate and don't know basic math and
Yeah.
all that.
I think the teachers here are actually pretty good. I mean, I know like his math, they're working on fractions and stuff like that and like dividing and multiplying fractions, and he's doing good with that. So they must be teaching him something over there. Because if
Yeah.
you asked me to multiply fractions, I'd be like, what?
Right.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so
I just want to throw up whenever it comes to math. I'm
yeah,
like,
I hated math when I was a kid.
anything to do with that.
So he's doing good. I mean, he took this class. It's a film class because he thought it was going to be about computers more, but it's like this artistic film class, which he absolutely hates. He hates it, you know, because this guy's like really like artistic, like get a picture of when you were a kid with a toy and then reverse engineer a whole slideshow film about it. And he's like, you know, but he's even getting an A in there. So anyway,
Yeah.
so honestly, the school district he's in down here, if I had to compare it to the school district he was in Wisconsin, I would say he's in a better school district. I
Oh my
mean,
God,
for like
that's good.
for the teachers and stuff like that, actually, I think it's a little bit better than the district he was in.
Yeah.
So
It's so crazy here because they they had all the kids out doing virtual learning, and then they let the elementary kids go back
Huh.
and kept the high schoolers out and
Huh.
doing only virtual learning, which I didn't understand that whole move because, how many little kids are going to have big brothers and sisters, that go to the junior high or high school, and it could transfer that way, I mean, it's not really helping anything.
Well, and like Michigan, it's pretty crazy up there with lockdowns, isn't it? Because like,
Oh yeah,
well, just
our
when I hear that Whitmer, she sounds kind of like a nut. No offense.
yeah, our governor she had shut down the restaurants and bars and made it only outside dining or yeah, yeah, outside dining. Yeah, you really want to
In
do that.
Michigan in winter, yeah. Saw a video and I shared it in our group chat. It's a lady up in Norway, Michigan, which is in the UP, and she's crying and she's like, been trying to do takeout for the last 10 months. And I really felt bad for her. She's like, yeah, we are so locked down. There's just no money up here. Nobody has any money, even for like
Yeah.
takeout and stuff like that. And she goes, you know what? But now it's coming up on property tax season, renewal for liquor license because it's a supper
Mhm.
club. But you're still going to want all those people to pay that stuff on time. I mean, you got to
Yeah.
really
Oh, I'm
feel,
sure they're gonna have their hand out saying,
yeah,
it's time to pay
you
up.
got that liquor license money, even though you can't serve the liquor now, because if
Yeah.
you don't pay it, you're going to lose it.
It doesn't make any damn sense. I mean, stores like ours are doing really well because our beer sales are out of this world.
Yeah, because
But
they'll be going to bar.
because people have to have some way to suffice, when they drink all the time, so it's good for us, but the restaurants and the bars are just suffering so bad. And then it was supposed to be tomorrow, it was supposed to be up, that whole ordinance was supposed to be up, and the restaurants and bars were supposed to be going back and be opened back up, and she just shut us down again,
Huh.
um, and extended it, until the 15th of January.
So how
And
bad is
I
the
knew
COVID
it was gonna happen.
cases in Michigan? How bad are you for COVID cases?
It's pretty bad.
Pretty bad.
Yeah, I mean, in our little county, I think we're nearing 500 cases.
Mm.
Um, it's not horrible by any means, but and down it seems like down south where people are more in like apartment buildings and stuff like that, and in closer proximity to each other,
Yeah.
um, because more people and a smaller, you
Yeah,
know
like urban setting.
yeah, and it seems like those places are worse, but um you know it's it's all over. I mean, yeah, it's yeah, and as this says, this crap makes me want to drink. uh
Yeah.
yeah, it's so crazy. And my son, he works at a restaurant, and um he's on unemployment, you
Mhm.
know.
Oh, he got unemployed?
Oh yeah,
Oh.
he's unemployed. I mean, they only have like the main cooks there,
Oh,
you know,
okay.
um,
And I
doing,
suppose because all they're doing is takeout if they and how much
yeah, yeah, they
takeout
don't do
do?
delivery or anything like that. So, and they just renovated that place last year, and
Hmm.
put a whole bunch of money into it, and here
Yeah. And
it's
you
so
know how it is when you run something like a restaurant. I mean, you need to make a lot of money to keep everything afloat. I mean, you're gonna have a lot of people that just ain't gonna make it through this if you're in that kind of industry.
yeah, yeah, like Anissa says, but your airports are all open, cram in a plane and fly totally fine. Don't go out to
Walmart.
eat.
Go walk around Walmart. I mean,
Right,
no
Walmart,
offense, I
no,
love Walmart, but there's a
Walmart
lot of
doesn't
people
have
in
any
it, and I
COVID.
laugh. I'm like, the other day I was in Walmart and I was getting something like, where canned tomatoes are. And this lady's in a power chair. And she's like, "Do you see the chili ready tomatoes?" And I'm like, yeah, they're right here. So I handed her a can and I'm like, "Do you want another can?" She's like, "No." But then I'm thinking, I'm like, oh my God, I just handed that lady a can of tomatoes, which I guess could have my COVID diseased hands have COVID virus on it, I guess. And I handed it to this lady. And not that I don't wash my hands, but I mean, how do you keep your hands that clean? You'd have to be washing them every 5 minutes. And then
Yeah.
thinking about like the people that face the aisles, they touch the cans, or how many people touch stuff and then put it back on the shelf because they change their mind, or they go through and squeeze the tomatoes, and then don't take the
Right.
tomatoes they squeeze. I mean, it's almost impossible to not spread, but anyway,
Right. Right.
yeah, I don't know. It's messed. I don't know. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I
And
don't want to see anybody die, but I don't think you can lock down a whole country. I don't think there's a way to stop the spread by locking it down like this, but that's my opinion.
I don't, I mean, unless they did it like major, like bring, the airports and all of that, they would have to shut all that down. Because going from one state to another state, you're going to spread it, you
Yeah.
know. If you, the only way to really, really nip this in the bud, I think, is to have it, have everything policed and,
Yeah.
nobody go anywhere. And the people that don't need to work, or shouldn't say that don't need to work, but the people that, can do without going to work or whatever, stay home. And,
Yeah.
I don't know. But there's so much stuff that's needed, there's
Mhm.
so many things that are needed, for us to get by now, that it's hard to do that. People need people out there stocking the shelves and everything, that's,
Yeah.
so it's hard to say if that would even help, you
I,
know,
yeah. I don't know how you could do it, but
but they think that the vaccine, will at least help some.
yeah. I'm going to be, if I can help it, one of the people not taking the vaccine or the last in line to take the vaccine, but that's me.
Yeah,
I
me
think
too.
it's gonna end up becoming required if they can get away with doing that. And I think, like,
Mm,
I suspect Brandon would probably have to have a vaccine to go to school. I'm assuming that's what's gonna happen.
yeah. I I kind of think that they will require us to get it, but I'm
Yeah.
not sure. Until they required it, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, we're gonna get a stimulus, $600 a person, I guess.
Oh, well, it's better than
I
nothing, I
think they
guess.
passed. Well, yeah, they'll give you $600 and then keep us locked down for another 6 months. So
Yeah, really.
that'll get that $600 will get you through anyway.
Spend it online, everybody.
Yeah, put your listings up now while people feel like they have some money so you can catch them when they're running through.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God, Jim, when we went to Florida, okay, so he bought gas somewhere. He got his credit card skimmed. And they must like sell the number or whatever off your credit card. And then it had
Oh,
like
yeah.
$150 charge to some gas station out in Omaha, Nebraska.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, we fought it. The paperwork, and then they put the money back in our account. It was on our bank debit card, but that's the
Yeah.
first time that ever happened to us. So that was kind of exciting.
That's pretty crazy though. Like, yeah, if we're taught a lot about, skimmers and stuff like that,
Yeah,
and what they kind of look like. I've seen a whole bunch of different pictures of skimmers, and you just want to make sure that, like, if anything is
yeah. Oh, you
covering
know
the,
what? But so Jim looked into this now, yeah, because that's what it's like. You think like it's an extension on where you put your credit card in, but now they've
yeah.
gotten so sophisticated that they actually put something inside, like a chip, so you don't see it, and then they get those those seals that they put on the gas pumps. They put a new one of those seals on, like a counterfeit one, so you don't know that it's been opened up. But Jim's like, oh yeah, and you know where you can buy those counterfeit seals? On eBay.
Oh my God.
On eBay. Now, if you went and tried to do like something like sell a counterfeit Monster Energy hat, they'd be all down your ass about it. But you can buy counterfeit gas pump decal stickers, security stickers on eBay. Anyway.
That is so crazy.
Anyway, I know.
We just got we didn't get new pumps, but we got new like credit card readers on our pumps. And you know, that whole like face of the thing and probably the motors inside and all that is new.
Yeah.
So basically anytime that that is opened up, something has to be reset and then closed. If there's a if it is somehow opened, there's a light that flashes and they have to put in a ticket for that pump, and it can't be used until it's fixed. That means that somebody tried to get into it.
Yeah. Yeah, I got one of those Monster Energy Veros too. I had two Monster Energy just a long time ago. I had two. One was real and it sold for like a lot of money. I mean, for a hat, it sold for like $40 or something like that. And then I had another one, which I didn't know it was counterfeit, but I got caught on that. And then if you look like at that time, it was like the first Monster Energy hat, on the inside of the hat, all the piping will say like Monster Energy on and stuff. And the other hat didn't have any of that stuff. So I got caught on having a counterfeit. I don't know. Anyway, what are you going to do? You just take it out.
Hello.
Hi, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. A little tired, but I'm all right.
Anyway, did I freeze up?
Yeah, I had one of those hats too, and I ended up selling it on Poshmark, I think. So yeah, it's stupid that, you know, stuff like that can get flagged, but
come on.
You can buy those stupid stickers.
Oh, Bridget's on.
Hi.
If I'm here, what the hell?
How you doing, Bridget? How was your weekend?
Where's Todd?
Good. Yeah, I sold a 10-carat bracelet last night for $150.
Wow, good job, Sally.
Yeah, thanks. I actually got that out of a jewelry bag that I bought at Salvation Army for I think I paid $10 for it. So I made some money.
That's great.
Is my thing back now?
I see your icon.
Can you hear me, I guess?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. My computer went on like this voyage of self-exploration, I guess. Hey, Bridget.
Oh. Hey. Where's Mr. Todd?
He said he was getting his mother-in-law in Louisiana, or they're getting prepared for her or something.
Oh.
His mother-in-law?
There's something in the chat. Yeah. There's something in the chat. If you look in that group chat, there's something like, Gwen's getting her mom in Louisiana or from Louisiana, and we're getting ready for that. So maybe that's why.
Okay. And Maggie, looks like
it's that Christmas time of year when everybody has stuff to do.
Yeah.
Lori is stuck.
Yeah,
looks like she's exploding.
Yeah. Looks like to me. And I tried to get Bumcrack in here, but he's being a pussy.
Has he ever been on a show? Has he ever been live?
No, but he's in our thing with Summer all the time.
Oh, is he? Oh, yeah.
So how's everybody doing with shipping and stuff?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Just
I mean, we had like some of these packages hung up, but I mean, we had one thing where we ended up having to just pay it out. But what are you gonna do? You know.
I have from December 3rd through December 12th, 41 packages that are late.
Ooh boy.
no.
They still haven't been delivered.
I don't look. Jim looks, but yeah, I don't look. We only had one that we've had to pay though. It just was it went over the time allowed. And what are you going to do? You're not going to take the hit on your account. It was like a $30 lot of Christmas ornaments. You know, the guy's maybe eventually. I mean, we'll try doing a lost package claim on it because I think they were priority. But I mean, if he ends up getting them, well, Merry Christmas. You got your money and your Christmas ornaments. What are you going to do?
I stopped on the 20th because I was frustrated.
Yeah. I mean, it ticks you off, but I try not to like lament it because I mean, it's like, yeah, it's kind of bullshit, but sorry for swearing. But I mean,
I don't care.
what are you going to do? It's out of my physical control anyway.
Oh, and get this on the 10th, all my packages I had out there for USPS, and I had like 2 for FedEx. The FedEx guy took them all.
Huh. Oh my God.
So then they didn't get scanned into the USPS system until the 16th.
Huh.
Oh no.
Yeah. So
Wow.
yeah, that's fun.
I will say UPS is doing a bang up job.
Oh yeah, my UPS driver Ron, he told me that they're all caught up and actually ahead of schedule.
Yeah, they're doing a great job. I mean, like my stuff, like I'm sending out, like I had a whole bunch of blow molds I sold. I mean, they were arriving within like 3 or 4 days. They were doing a really good job.
Tell them how many jobs are open in Louisville for postal
Oh
workers.
no. So Jim, so our sort center in Louisville, you know, they're all backed up. They're all backed up. We have a bunch of packages stuck in Louisville. So Jim's like, I'm gonna see how many. If they're so behind on understaffed, there should be all kinds of postal jobs available in Louisville. There's 2. There's 2. Anyway.
In our post office, there's 0. They're not hiring anybody in our post office.
Yeah.
They cut the staff. That's why.
I think part of it is they were mad they didn't get their whatever they were looking for money. And so they're like, okay, we're gonna drag our feet. Oh my God, Jim got in a total big fight at our post office. He embarrasses me so much. I go and like hide in the car. So we have this back door by the ramp that we put all of our pre-labeled packages because we always have a shit ton of packages. So we don't go in through the front, we come in through the back. Which the back door is open from like 9 to 4:30.
Because there's a sign on the door.
There's a sign. Yeah. Okay. So that's cool. So I go there one Friday. Jim was leaving for Wisconsin. It's like, I'm like, Jesus, I'm here at 4:15. The back door's locked. So I go park around the front, which they have the front door locked. You got to go through this side door because they're doing this construction. Months. Yeah, for months. And front doors.
It's like a third world country. Our U.S. post office has had the front door under construction for a couple of months.
Okay.
I mean, it's a regular aluminum door. What the hell is going on?
So anyway, so I take my first box and, oh my God, can I make it? I have another box. And this is what she says to me. Well, if you hurry, I'm like, So I come home, tell Jim like this. He's like, oh, that's bullshit. He leaves for Wisconsin. He's back on Monday. He goes to the post office with me. Doors locked early again. That's it. Walks around the front, freaks out at the postal people. And they're like, oh, chill out, man. Chill out.
Yeah, already mad. Walk up to the counter and said, first guy walks by me who I deal with a lot. He's always pretty nice. Walks by, goes, "Oh, how you doing today?" I go, "Not good." So he's like, "Ugh." So he goes, he starts locking up the retail part of the post office thing. There's still 5 minutes open. That thing should be open until the sign says it's closed. He's already running the gate shut. Okay, I'm like, wow, if this guy worked for me, it'd be his last day. So then I get up to the counter girl, who I'm assuming I don't recognize her, so I think maybe this is the same girl who dealt with Tara. It's not, but she goes, I go, why is the back door locked? I have packages to drop off. Oh, well, you better hurry because you only have a minute. I go, I better hurry. I go, you got to be kidding me.
Tell Jim to hurry.
Oh, you need to open up that door right now. My wife's waiting. She's like, oh. And then the other guy walked by me. Now he's come back. He's like, oh, I'll take care of it. I'll meet you back at the door. So when he gets back to the door, I start reading him the riot act about I said, if you ain't going to open it, if you're going to close it early, if you're going to lock the door early, then just put up a sign for the new time you're going to lock it up. I said, do you just come to work whenever you want? Does this place run on any type of schedule whatsoever? Or do you guys everybody just walks around, does what they please? Of course, they don't like that. He's, oh, well, calm down, just chill out. I'm like, oh, man, you don't tell me to chill out.
Yeah, that's the worst thing you could tell somebody.
So long story short, the back door now closes at 4:00. So Jim did get him to move it up a half hour on closing the door back there. Yeah.
And they did lock it early. And Tara went, what did you do? How did
I rang the bell. There's a
bell.
bell.
And then they came. Oh, yeah.
They're like, oh, we're sorry. We I don't know why this is locked.
Because I said the very next time I go back there, if I'm there at 3:55 and that door's locked, I'm hitting that button and I ain't letting go until somebody shows up at that door. I don't care. You can do it's your sandbox. You get to make the rules, but we play by the rules. You put up a sign, it's that time. It's that time.
Right.
Needless to say, Jim's not dropping off boxes of candy at the post office. Anyway.
We also have one mail carrier who won't come on the property because I told her she can't. So.
Damn.
That's a whole other.
What time you get a restraining order put on your ass?
Yeah, no, it's embarrassing. I'm like, okay, God, you don't have to like freak out.
Hey, treat me right. I'm your best friend. Screw me. It ain't gonna work real well. It's not gonna end well for anybody.
The alternate mail carrier comes up with like boxes, and Jim's like, "Oh, hey, how's it going?" He's real nice, and she starts bitching about the dogs who are in our house barking. Our dogs
but the dog
that was bothering her is dead because it's Buford, who got hit by a car. This is about 4 weeks after he got hit, and he was a stray, and she's scared of dogs, so she's griping about the dogs. And then Jim finally loses it. He drops his package. He turns around and goes, do we have a problem here? He goes, you know what? You're not even supposed to be in my driveway. Next time you have a box, you take it out there by my mailbox and you leave it on the bridge. Don't even come in here. He's like freaking out on her. I'm like, oh my God, you're so embarrassed. It's so embarrassing. Yeah. They probably think we're a bunch of psycho Yankees. Oh, yeah. See what happens when people from the north come in?
When I told her she couldn't be on my property, she asked me permission to turn her car around so she could get out.
Oh, you have to leave it here.
Wow. Yeah.
And it's impossible for them they can't get fired.
No, it's government work.
Oh, yeah, they can pretty much.
The post office is this weird combination of it makes money, but it's also government work, which government doesn't really make any money. It only takes tax money in to run, but they also make money. So, and they're upside down with their pensions.
And the advertisement on Indeed said make up to $72,000 your first year.
Oh, really?
$72,000 your first year. I'm sure that's not a mail carrier. You got to be working in some office or something.
Good money, and they're in the union, and they can pretty much say whatever goes.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, it's a good job if you can get into it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that was kind of excitement.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah. Jim took out the front of his box truck. He hit a deer coming home from Wisconsin in November.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I have gift cards here for my carriers, but I don't know if I'm going to give them to them because they piss me off.
You know what? Go buy yourself something nice.
Yeah. I use these gift cards on myself. I don't know. Yeah.
So have you've been letting them pick them up from your house?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, yes, for this is the second holiday season, but now I have a different carrier because the other one quit, and it's just been, and she, and then they were warning me, the people at the main post office, friend of mine, he goes, oh, be careful, she's a bitch. Great. Thanks very much for telling me that.
Oh boy.
Now what do I do? So
yeah.
I was really sweet and nice to her the whole time, and now I don't know. She refuses to pick them up. She sends somebody else down to do it. And
yeah, my other carrier, he's weird with me. He goes around.
No, our main carrier is nice.
No, but he knows what went on with that lady.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but he's real nice. I mean, we had a package get lost. He came like after work to talk to us about it.
No, he's really good.
He's a really good guy. Our alternate carrier, she's got kind of she's got a stick up her butt, but I mean that's cool.
What triggered me was when I'm explaining to her, I said, "Yeah, I know what you're talking about, and that dog wasn't ours. He was outside." And but she just kept on going on. Yeah, I can't tolerate dogs. I can't have dogs on the job. I can't dog. She keeps talking over me. If I'm at your post office and you talk over me, I guess that's the way it goes. But you're in my driveway. You're on my property that I'm paying property taxes on. I had to come up with money to buy. How the hell does this work? Why does this work? What country are we in?
Jim's still grieving the loss of his stray dog. You know?
Yeah, we switched to, you know what? Get the hell out of here. So,
Oh yeah, that sounds like fun.
she got real school marmy on me, and I don't like school marmy.
Oh, how many jobs are open?
Oh, you need to be a governor, Jim.
He was a poli-sci. That's what he went to college for. He should have been a politician.
Well,
I did a 6-month internship at a courthouse, and I said I'll never work in government. It just made me sick the way they operate and the way they take advantage of people.
New York. Be the New York governor, please.
Oh God! Now we're not moving to New York.
If you think government might be out to get you, work in a county, and this wasn't even that corrupt a county, but I mean, it's just the way they operate. It's an us against them thing. Yes, they are against you. Yes.
I used to when I lived in Eagle River. Okay, because you have townships. I mean, my postal address is Eagle River, but I lived in the town of Lincoln. I worked for the town of Lincoln. If you're on the inn, you get all kinds of free shit. If you're not on the inn, you get no free shit. It is a real up there. It's even on a very small scale. It's a real good old boys system. Anyway.
Yeah.
Well, we're stuck with the stupid Andrews.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
For governors.
Oh my God! And did you see that thing now? It's floating around with the Deborah Burks who's saying, limit your gatherings for Christmas. And now it comes out she went to her vacation home in Delaware with like 3 generations of her family and stuff. I mean, it's like, God dang it! You say, then lead by example. Don't do it yourself. But they always get caught, like doing it themselves. Like the Cuomo that works for CNN, and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
So stupid.
The courthouse, and I won't say what county. I'll bite my tongue on that. But this
is it in Wisconsin?
Yeah, this courthouse, they're going to expand it. So what they did was they quietly bought all these houses that were not of great quality around the courthouse area. They're buying up these houses as they come up for sale, and they finally got the whole thing put together where they're going to do this expansion. But all these places had people. It's a college town. They all had people renting. So the woman that I worked under, we're in a meeting with the county administrator, and he said, which is like the mayor of the county, I guess. But so they're talking about this, and she says, well, when should I send out the notices that we're going to tear down the buildings, that they should be evicted? He goes, oh, we'll wait till the very, very last minute, the very last legal, within the last minute that we can legally. He says the reason we want to do that is if they find out we're tearing down the places anyway, they might stop paying rent. So we're just going to wait till leave them hang until the last minute. Well, these people, they need to go find another place to live. I mean, once you have a little time to plan to get the hell out of there, I'm thinking to myself, what a dick. But anyway, and it was just the way everything.
Yeah, but the people would stop paying rent. You know that.
Well, maybe they would, but I mean.
Yeah, but look at when
what does he care? They're people.
But this had happened up north.
It ain't his money; it's the taxpayers.
Like when the real estate crash happened, you'd have like people would own rental units, and they'd end up losing them or to go into foreclosure. And the first thing the renters do is quit paying rent.
These renters aren't rich people. These are people with the rocker panels on their cars are rusted completely out.
Hey, my rocker panels are rusted out.
Yeah, well, anyway, so they're regular people. I mean, they're not.
Okay. My computer's being kind of.
So anyway. So that gave me a bad taste in my mouth for government.
Oh yeah, I stopped paying my rent.
I don't blame you.
And then I married a criminal.
It's getting crazy.
Yepin'. But eBay's been doing good in December, considering I didn't work around Thanksgiving. I mean, it is doing good. It's doing good in December.
Yeah. Yeah, I have today and tomorrow off, and then I have to work 2 days, and then I have Christmas Day off, and my son and his girlfriend's gonna come up, and we're gonna have dinner and stuff, and then I gotta work a couple more days. So I'm just glad I have a couple of days to prepare.
Mhm.
Jim wants to he wants to tape, oh my God, because we haven't done videos in years. But now he's like, I want to do a video because he bought these counterfeit Seresto flea collars. So he wants to do a video showing how you can tell if it's a counterfeit collar. I'm like, okay. Anyway.
Even the real ones are horrible.
What?
The Seresto.
No, if you get them at Walmart where you know you have the real one, ours worked real good. But like he got like the fake one, and they don't work for shit.
But it looks just like the real one.
But it looks like the real one. I mean, you got to be really careful on eBay. I mean, there's a lot of them that are not real Seresto collars. And
maybe I need to watch your video.
We started with Advantex, and I'm like, this Advantex don't work for shit. I mean, it does not work. It's like it's worse after you put the Advantex.
But we bought it off eBay.
But we bought it off eBay, and I think it was fake.
Oh.
My opinion. I like to be cheap too, but I would say stuff like that you should probably buy it from like your local dealer of it, so you know it's real.
Yeah.
What is this?
Flea collar.
Oh, flea collar. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a $60.
Jim wears them on his ankles when he walks around.
No.
But I'm sorry, I didn't go to an auction where a guy used to wear flea collars on his ankles.
Yeah, it's a good way to get liver cancer. But
really?
Anyway, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Because the dog will it'll kill the dog eventually. But the problem is the good thing is the dog doesn't live long enough. Like a human,
oh my God.
Yeah, it will. If the dog lived to be 30 or something, the flea collars would kill it.
Well,
but they don't live long enough. The adverse effects on the organs and stuff are beyond the dog's lifespan. So the dog dies of natural causes before that.
Oh my God, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Now I feel kind of bad.
It was supposed to be good for like 8 months or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, well, a month and a half after we put those collars on, I mean, the collars here, I found a tick on Fuzzy's face, and it was fat.
Ooh.
Oh,
and
man.
I'm like, how the hell is a tick surviving on him that close to his collar?
Oh.
If you know what I mean? Like, that shouldn't be. It shouldn't be like that.
Well,
and we had ticks really bad this year.
The Bayer, what is that called? Sorrento is weak on ticks. That is one thing. It's stronger on fleas than on ticks. You should get the other one, the ones who make the Advantix drops, the ones that aren't made by Bayer, the number 2 one.
Yeah,
I forgot what drug company makes that. But anyway, that's the one that's better. Frontline. That's the one that's better on ticks.
Yeah.
But weaker on fleas.
Yeah, we had a little, it's embarrassing to say, we had a little problem where our stray hound brought some fleas
oh my God,
on our dogs.
He had so many fleas on him. It was just, it's like a horror movie.
Yeah. I'm like, what the hell? I pick him up, and like down in his crotch, it was like a wave of fleas.
It looked like a superhighway.
Yeah.
Like those,
I'm like, oh my God!
Like the scooters, they're all driving the mopeds in China, and they all like cut each other off or whatever. That's what his crotch looked like. I mean, it was so it would make you shudder. It was the scariest thing. It was like watching somebody else get a paper cut. It was like, oh my God, no.
Needless to say, of course, our dogs got some fleas. Not as bad as him, but we were battling it for a while.
We started getting those little capsules that you give. You make them eat. You make.
Oh yeah.
And put it in peanut butter or whatever, and then and it helps the situation. If I make sure that I vacuum real regularly, like 3 times a week at least. And
table salt your carpets.
Yeah, table salt your carpets because the salt will kill the fleas because it dries them out.
Oh.
Yeah.
You just take regular straight table salt and like shake it on your carpets and leave it sit.
And the salt crystal, when the flea goes over it, actually cuts they're coated with like this waxy coating, and when it cuts that and it makes it so they can't hold moisture.
That's what diatomaceous earth is supposed to do.
Yeah, that also will work, but I want to tell you, I don't know if that says 40 cents a container at the grocery store. So
Yeah.
for 40 cents a thing of salt, you just sprinkle that all over your carpets, and we vacuum it up whenever we normally vacuum because it doesn't hurt anything in the rug. And it
Yeah.
gets down into the carpet, the base of the carpet and stuff. It works its way down to the floor, and that will make it so that the fleas can't live in your carpet. Because that's where they hang out when they get sick on the dog. Then they go hang out in the carpet for a while till the medicine wears off on the dog, and they're back on the dog. It's like a endless cycle.
Yeah.
Right.
I read a thing on these fleas. If they lay eggs in a house, and let's say you left your house for 2 years, those eggs won't hatch until you come back. They are triggered by vibration. If there's nothing around to vibrate, like no signs of life in the house, the flea egg will wait before it starts. It has to be triggered to hatch.
That's so crazy.
Look it up, Google it. It's crazy.
God, Jim's like the flea expert.
I know.
He's been studying it for 6 months.
When I was in college, my dad's boss's wife brought their dog back from Stuart, Florida. They had a summer house in Stuart, Florida. They brought the dog over to our house, and our dog got its fleas because it got these fleas in Florida.
Grass fleas.
Or sand fleas, I think they call them.
Yeah,
Whatever they are.
walking around outside, they're like out in the yard and stuff.
Oh my God, these things were bad. So anyway, so the house got it bad, and somebody told us put salt in your carpet, and it worked.
Yeah.
We did.
Wow.
We must have bombed that house because we had fish tanks. We'd always have to like saran wrap the fish tanks and do all this stuff, or in the cupboards and whatever. Watch out, so stuff didn't get on the food. We keep gas bombing the house, and it's just not working. And finally, it was a table salt that turned the thing, and we.
Wow.
So yeah, I'm sitting there reading a Wall Street Journal on a carpet in front of the TV, and all of a sudden you hear this pop, pop, pop on my newspaper. I'm like, what the hell's going on, Dad? He goes, I don't know. He goes, I think it's those damn fleas. I'm like, oh my God, we're infested.
Wow.
So anyway, finally got rid of it.
Man, we really sound like a bunch of white trash talking about flea problems and stuff.
This guy drove. I mean, there were wealthy people. You would not think
It's a common
they had-
problem.
I was gonna say, if you
Even
have
the wealthy have problems.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. It isn't like a proud moment. Like, oh well, we had all these fleas in the house.
Yeah, fleas don't care if you got a Lexus or whatever.
yeah, if you have pets, you're gonna have fleas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Bumcrack says, did he get the info from Wikipedia?
Maybe.
He watches a lot of YouTube videos. I know that. On that kind of
Oh my goodness. That's funny. Yeah, Summer said that she put the salt. She heard to put the salt on the carpet. So I've always done that. Not sure if it's true or if it worked. Put it on the time that I had a flea on my
and it's super
never
cheap.
came back.
Yeah. And it's cheap.
Oh, run your air conditioning if it's summer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you want to keep the humidity in your house as low as possible.
Oh.
Because they need humidity is a big thing for a flea. If they dry up, they die.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to try that. We've not been having a real bad problem with them because we're keeping that, keep giving them those pills every month, but it's expensive.
Well, that was
Huh?
off eBay. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, Jim, you put these drops, I swear it's worse after the drops than it was before the drops. He's like, well, it says the fleas will go crazy after the drops, but then they'll drop off. I'm like, that doesn't even make sense. So I'm buying it from Walmart. And I'm like, shit, I bought the Vantex again, drops. And we put them on and they work. So now I figured out we probably have been buying knockoff drops off of me and not realized it. Anyway.
Fishing and Picking wants to know if what if you have all hardwood floors but you still have fleas?
Well, yeah, but I guess they can hide on the floors because it's
or the furniture.
Well, the furniture, you can salt your furniture.
Well, or spray it. They have a spray. Oh, I forgot the name of it. Anyway, there's some stuff you can use to spray the furniture.
Yeah. Or if you have runner rugs and that, I mean, they just go anywhere they can hide.
Yeah. Maybe take salt and sweep it across your hardwood floors. I don't know if that'll hurt them or not, but so it gets in the cracks.
No.
Yeah,
I don't think they can hide. Like Beth just said, they don't have a flea problem with hardwood and tile. They probably don't have when they're off the dog. They don't have like when you have carpet and furniture. You have a lot. Well, obviously, everybody has furniture, but they have that material they can go hide in, and you cut down on where they can hide.
And I watched an exterminator's video, and he was talking about getting rid of. He was talking about other bugs, but he got on fleas. And he said the best place to kill a flea is on the dog. So if you treat the dog, if you medicate the dog to kill fleas, you want the fleas to get on the dog because that's where they're going to go to die.
Okay.
So and they said that's why you vacuum frequently because you actually want to excite. He's also the guy who was talking about the dormancy of the eggs. You want to excite those eggs so they hatch. So those fleas get on the dog so they can die. You don't want those eggs laying there not doing anything. You want them activated so they turn into larvae and then fleas and then get on the dog and suck the blood. Or get with the bear stuff, I guess once they get on the dog, they don't even have to suck the blood. That's the difference between Advantix and bear, or the Sorrento, is that the bear stuff, they don't have to bite the dog to get it. The other stuff, the Advantix stuff, they do have to get blood to die.
Yeah. Huh.
I've spent a lot of time with them. And we kicked it.
Yeah. I think you could have a new career.
Yeah.
Jim the flea man.
A lot of good, useful information.
Tim's flea advice.
Next we can talk about killing mice.
Bub Crack says salty cracks.
Yeah.
Salty cracks.
That burns.
Oh man.
Hi, Beth. Well, I'm so glad y'all joined me this morning.
Yeah, I haven't been on in a long time, so I thought I'd say hi.
Yeah, me neither.
I've just been busy trying to make money. I just ain't going on anywhere just because I'm like, well, it's like I've been doing a lot of stuff.
Right. There's not hours in the day. It's like,
yeah, either I'm trying to like make money on eBay or I'm doing other stuff. And I've been like,
right. Are you doing
I gotta do an online auction pickup during the day here. And then this afternoon I'm gonna go to a live auction.
Are you trying the Facebook Marketplace with the shipping yet?
No, I just been selling. I sold like I had a wood stove I took out of our living room, and I sell like that kind of stuff on Facebook Marketplace. I would call it like, local stuff, but I haven't tried it with the shipping. I don't know. We're so busy with eBay right now. If I add something else on for Jim to ship from, he'll probably freaking choke me.
I shipped to like 2 things.
Yeah. I haven't really, other than listing, like I said, local pickup stuff, I haven't really looked into the shipping off of Facebook at all.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of people are trying it out. Yeah. I've listed a couple of things, but I haven't sold anything yet. But
yeah, I just have a couple. Like I mostly do local. I have big things for local. I did ship one or two things. I think.
Yeah, everything so far that I list on Facebook is usually too big to put in a box.
Right. That was my go-to for the big items was Facebook.
Yeah. Like furniture, like personal stuff.
When we look to buy, we buy cars off. You know what I mean? We're not looking at little stuff personally.
But it does irritate me now because like when I go look on Facebook Marketplace, they mix in all this stuff like from far away, and I'm like, oh, this is kind of pissing me off because I just want to see the stuff for sale locally. I don't really care what's for sale in like Colorado.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So this year I brought down all my Christmas decorations. I'm like, I'm bringing them down, I'm setting them up, and what I don't want, I'm going to sell. So I had like all these blow molds up there. I thought I had enough to put 2 outdoor nativities together, but I didn't. So I sold all the extra pieces. The freaking camels I was selling between $100 and $110 a piece.
Wow.
Wow.
There's a blow mold nativity camel.
Yeah,
Isn't
you
that-
just get the boxes at Lowe's.
yeah. And, I mean, and I sold them out in like 4 days. I sold the first two, and I raised the price $10, and I sold the last one too.
The camels fit in two 18 by 18 Lowe's boxes.
Yeah. So if y'all
I
are
mean, it took.
sitting on,
I'd have one packed in less than 10 minutes.
and I sold another 3 blow molds this weekend. So if anybody's getting kind of close to Christmas, but if you're sitting on blow molds, you should.
Well, if you
definitely
see
list
blow
them.
molds this summer, buy them up.
Yeah.
They're cheap.
Yeah, for sure.
And they're
Yeah,
not
and
easy.
it's a fact that she can't list anything on Facebook Marketplace because everything is against their
Oh,
standards.
I did try to list some. I got in a big box of vape oil, like that nicotine vape oil or
Yeah.
whatever you call it. Yeah, because you used to be a little bit Wild West. You used to be able to pretty much list everything over there, and now it's like, no, this is restricted. I'm like,
I almost went back at the nicotine just so we didn't have to waste it.
I burnt it in the fire pile. I probably got kind of contact high from it. But
It was a lot.
it was a lot. It was like 120 bottles of it or something.
Oh my God.
Some of us said cannabis. We don't even know what it was. We just burned it.
Anyway.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I listed like these rifle bags.
Yeah.
Like to carry your rifle or
Yeah,
your
like
bow.
gun cases, yeah.
And I listed those or tried to, and they flagged it. And
Really?
so
Huh.
yeah, and so I ended up just putting like case or like soft case or a bag,
Yeah.
and then put a picture of it so they would know what it is,
Yeah.
just by seeing the picture. But yeah, I've got a couple of hits on that, but nobody's serious, But I guess I just have to, watch my wording.
Yeah.
Do you
really
have,
it that well if it's
do
connected?
you have like a local publication or anything that does classifieds online, like your local paper, that you can put online classifieds on?
Yeah, I mean,
They do with that with guns here. I mean, they
it'll
suck.
cost the money though. Those cost money.
No, these here,
Yeah, it's online. It's free.
online ones are free.
Oh,
So I don't know if that carries everywhere, but
Yeah.
yeah, they
I'll
have
have
this
to
thing
look
called
at that.
it's the Campbellsville Classifieds or whatever, but it's for the whole Taylor County. Yeah, and they run you could buy just about anything: dogs, guns,
Yeah.
Huh.
you name it.
Yeah, because like on Facebook, I know they cracked down. You can't list like if you had puppies for sale, you can't list those there anymore.
Is it that Nextdoor app? Have you guys used that, the Nextdoor app?
No.
There's nobody here. I signed up for it and nobody's here.
I signed up for it, and I don't know how many people are here, but it looks okay. I don't know.
Oh, really? I'll have to check it out.
I was gonna try listing something on it and see what happens.
Yeah.
It's mostly people bitching about things in the neighborhood.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Yeah, I would go on
They
that.
have Facebook pages for that. Like there's like 3 of those bitch pages
Maybe
on Facebook.
Do they talk about the post office?
It's like a local Reddit.
somebody stole somebody's Christmas decorations and they know who it was, and then somebody else is, I don't know. It's just I don't know. It's like the neighborhood gossip page or something.
Right.
Somebody's been sleeping with my wife, and I want to find out who it is.
Beth said Sally has nobody next door on next door. Liz says she had a plush pony and they flagged it.
We had something, I can't remember what it was in Facebook saying something. And Chris is like, what? It was something so stupid too. I was like,
Yeah.
I don't even remember. It was last year.
Just has to have one word in it to trigger it.
They still are. When I go on to list something, they're still warning me. You have this product that you can't list. You didn't list it, so why do you keep telling me about it? I didn't try to list it. It's these stupid nicotine vape bottles. I'm like, all right, give it up. It's gone. They keep warning me. Yeah.
They think Liz is trying to sell a cheetah. A cheetah print backpack. They flagged it. Oh my god.
So they're
It is kind of scary how they censor you down like that, you know.
Yeah. Hi, Dahlia. All right. Well, I'm going to shut it down for today. Hope you all join me sometime this week.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I don't know when I'll be having, I'll probably have a show tomorrow. But I don't know about later on this week because I'm going to be working on stuff. So,
yeah, this week's a tough week.
And it's Christmas on Friday.
mm-hmm. Yeah, lots of planning and cleaning and all that, cooking.
I'm glad it'll be over.
It came fast this year.
Yeah, it did.
You know, when you resell, you don't really look at Christmas the same way anymore.
I know.
And you look at it as a time to make a lot of money.
Well, it's also a day you don't have to ship.
Yeah, it is a day you get off from shipping. So
And plus, once your kids are older and out of the house, it's like,
yeah.
Yeah.
We don't buy Christmas presents for each other. We only buy Christmas presents for Brandon. We
Well,
did buy
this year.
we did buy ourselves a 65-inch TV last week though.
Yeah.
there you go.
So,
Yeah.
it's so big that when we went around the couch,
Because we were arguing at Walmart. I'm like, are you sure 65 inches is going to be big enough? Or should we size up to the 70-inch? I don't think it would have fit. Because when we get it, because at Walmart it doesn't look that big. But then when you bring it in the house, you're like, frick, this is a big TV.
yeah, we're in this little farmhouse. We're in this farmhouse. It's a pretty good sized farmhouse, but it's back in it was built 150 years ago. It's got all these small rooms, including the living room. So when you're on the couch, what do you figure that living room was like?
It's like 14 by 14.
Is our living room? So we got these two big recliners, this couch, and then we got this Gigantor TV. Well, when we sit there and watch it, you got to turn your head to see what's going on. Like something happens on one side, you got to quick turn your head to see what's happening on the other side of the TV. It's like, what the hell? Anyway,
Oh, well.
big technology change for us.
All right. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for being here in the chat and on the panel. And we will see you later. Hope you have a great day.
Merry Christmas.
See ya.
Bye, guys.